Hey guys, Dom 2009 here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today we are doing an NHL first overall pick tier list. Okay, starting off we got Sidney Crosby. I think he's a bust, only 3 Stanley Cups, 1,500 career points. I'm joking, he's top 10 all time. Taylor Hall. Okay, so he had that MVP. But aside from that, we'll put him in average. We'll see later. Patrick Kane, I'm gonna go superstar. He's not top 10 all time, but he's definitely top 30 all time, I'd say. Jack Hughes, I'm gonna put him in elite, but it's just hard because he's young and he's been showing this when he was young, and he has a good team around him. But I feel like you could say the same thing about Taylor Hall. He just played in the lower scoring era. We'll go back to that later. Eric Johnson. Okay, so he's not a bust because he's been in the league for like 15, 20 years. I can put him below average just because he never was that superstar. Oh my goodness. Rasmus Dahlin, average. I don't see him ever winning a Norris, but I see him being like a 50, 70 point defenseman consistently throughout his career. I don't know, maybe Buffalo has to be better. Nico Hischier. He was a Selke finalist last year, and he's been consistent, and he's the captain, but I'm still going to put him in average, just because I feel like he's not on that elite level yet. Rick DiPietro, I think it's pretty safe to say he's a bust. Aaron Ekblad, I'm going to put him below average, just for the fact that he's disappointing, and he's not as good as these guys. Like, I'd rather have Dahlin over Ekblad any day of the week. Fleury, can put him in elite. I don't think he was ever like that superstar. He has a Vezina, 3 Stanley Cups, albeit he was only the starter for one of them. Yeah, I think elite is right where he should be. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. One thing that separates him from these two guys is he has that 100-point season. I'm going to put him in average, but I might come back to that later. Lafreniere, he's been below average. This year he came into his own, scored like 55 points, but you got to be doing way more than that if you're a first overall pick. And he's like 22 years old, I want to say, 22, 23 years old. He should be performing better, in my opinion. Nathan McKinnon, I'm going to put him in superstar, but just like Lafreniere, he got off to... Actually, no, he was a 60, 50-point guy, but he got off to a better career than Lafreniere. If Lafreniere wants to turn his career around, he's got to become a 70, 80-point guy at least to be considered a good pick. Matthews, is he superstar? Because he's not that game-breaking guy like a McKinnon or Patrick Kane. But I feel I'd rather have him than Jack Hughes and Fleury, I'd say. I'm going to put him in elite just for the fact he doesn't pass and show up in the playoffs. McDavid, I think when it's all said and done, I think it's going to be him top 10 all time. Maybe even top 5. Probably top 5 if he can capture the cup. Today, posting this the day that they play Game 7. Rick Nash, he's better than all these guys, but he's at the same level as these guys. I'm gonna put Rick Nash in average. Ovechkin, can put him top 10 all time just because of the goal record. Would he be top 10 all time though? You know what, scratch this. We're moving it top 20 all time. Yeah, he'd definitely be top 20 all time. Stammer, superstar. He's got 2 cups. John Tavares. Is he elite or average? Because he's just the definition of consistency. He's better than all the guys in average. But he's worse than all the guys in elite. He was never really that game-breaking forward. At best, he was Art Ross finalist. But then again, that was in a low-scoring era, and he never had talent around him in New York. I think, because, like, he's past his prime, but he has a 47-goal season. I'm going to put him in elite. Might change it. Yakupov, greatest player of all time. I mean, Neil Yakupov, he doesn't even play first line in the KHL. He's so good that he left the NHL for the KHL. And he's so good that he doesn't even play top line minutes there. I'm joking. He's a bust. Like, biggest bust in NHL history. At least in the modern era. Post 1967, I'd say. Actually, no. I feel like there are guys worse than him. But, yeah, you know what? Maybe... Like, Nuge aside, I'm going to put him below average because even aside from that 100-point season, he's not even a 70-point guy. I'm going to put him below average, but he's better than all the guys in below average. And Taylor Hall, average, I'd say. But, like, was his peak... His peak was better than Tavares. But his consistency, I'd say, is what's keeping him from being an elite. Like, if he was a consistent 70, 90-point guy a year, like he is when he's healthy and on a good team where he gets to be the star, then he's elite. But, like, aside from that, he's average. Yeah, but that's my opinion. You guys let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this are. Tell me your critiques. Yeah, Dom 2009 out. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.